Oh, that's not good. Hang on a second. Complete utter cluster here. Give me a hot second here. Yeah. And now my camera's not working. Yeah. Hopefully anything's working. Okay, so we do have some audio working. I literally tried to make this work, and now suddenly we are not working at all. Or it does work. It's a very strange looking camera on my side. I don't know why it's not working there. Close that. Yeah, I don't know why my camera's not working. That's a new one. There's just working about 30 seconds ago. This is a new one. Please. There we go. Took a little while to figure it out. All right. And we need to kill... Give me a second here. Something's being goofy. There we go. I don't know what happened. I was trying to do Twitch, and Twitch was being a complete and utter cluster. So I decided to go to YouTube. So we'll see how far we get today. So welcome. We are going to be taking off here at DC. We are flying with, or using Simbit World. I just got accepted to Southwest, so we make some real money. So we're taking off today from Southwest, or not Southwest, from DC. We're over to Atlanta. Really quick flight, about 450 miles, so it shouldn't take that long. I have already generated our sim brief, so we're going to be using self-loading cargo. I haven't used this for some time, so we're going to see that. Everything I've touched today has to die. All right, self-loading cargo. So today we're taking on a 737-700. We're going to load our flight from SimBrief. All right, so our flight 510, we're going up 38,000 feet. And usually I do use Kdca, but I'm just trying. I haven't used this guy in a long time, so I'm going to see if they've changed anything. I actually don't think they've actually updated it all, so we're going to see how it works. So I'm going to pop this over here for right now. Let's head into the aircraft, and let's get her started. So, head to the top here. Let's power on. Audio, making sure my audio is being good. Hopefully it is. All right, so now we got the top here. Let's get ourselves set to nav. And back down. Yaw napper ain't gonna do nothing. That's what I set first thing of fuel. Come down, come down, come down. Get our heats going. I know we're burning that battery, but yep, there it goes. So let's get this going. Press the GPU cart. Come back up. Wait for this guy to show up wherever you are. There we go. He's here. All right, so we got air conditioning going. I think I turned that down, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just heavy on my side. You get your butt over here. You're not going away. So that's set. So let's head down to the FMC. We're going to get this going right away to get everything set up. Kdca, reference, good. All right, so now we could probably start bouncing our people ins. Or hold on a phone minute here. We want to, let's do this the right way. Okay, those just popped on. We need to do our due diligence and get our aircraft loaded the right way. So before I start bringing people on, I want to okay. So, I know I have it opened up here somewhere. Where are you? And of course, you had to be closed. So, this guy gets sent reopened here. So I need all my nums. Alright, so dispatch, my flight plan. There it is. So I'm going to take you out of here. And somehow place it somewhere without it breaking stuff. And it's already breaking stuff, so I'm gonna have you guys see it somehow, but it's not gonna work. So today we're a flight plan. We're going up to 38,000 feet, so 380. Let me get over there so I can see what's going on here. 380. We're coming on down. Need to see our fuel and everything. All right, so 0 fuel weight will be 109.9, so 1109.9. I always put a cost of 50, and reserves I'm not going to worry about. M1 limit, outside temp, go 31. Why do you do... I give up sometimes. This will be a flaps 5 takeoff. Now, I could be thinking of the wrong aircraft to do a flaps 5 takeoff, but we'll be fine. So then we need to go into our menu, FS, fuel. So our fuel we're taking up today is 14.9. So I'm just going to round it up to 15 just because I can. And our payload today, we're looking at 109 passengers. So I'm actually going to go 101 here. Okay. And 6.7 in the cargo. So 3,000 here. 3,700 in the back. Probably not the right way to do it. I like it. All right, so we are set with getting our aircraft set up. So let's head back out. And then we're going to get this going. Start the flight.
Ooh, it's light.
It's loud. I got to fix that. All right, so tell crew to start boarding. All right, so we're ready to board.
Hi, cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready, you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board. Thank you.
That's what I was afraid of, how loud it was going to be. So give me a hot second here.
No problem.
I'm hoping I turn this all down. It should. Ah, here, Mr. Captain, you need to get your butt down. Down, down. All right, so hopefully that saves our eardrums just a little bit. So we are people coming on board. They're not seating quickly. So we're going to continue getting aircraft ready. So let's do we're taking off from Kdca. We're heading over to Atlanta, so Katl. And then we are departing via, it's going to be the Catch 3, runway 1, with a flask transition. Execute that, route it up, activate, execute. And I'm going to be arriving via the Aussie 1. Aussie. With a 8 left, which I don't think there's an 8 left on there. No. So we're going to go an Aussie 8, 8 left with a flask transition. Execute, route, perf init, and 1 limit. I'm not going to worry about that. Flaps for takeoff. Doom, doom, doom. 2.5. There we go. So we're going to put the trim to 4.9. We need to zoom in here quick. That looks about right there. All right, so now it's kind of like we let the people on. We got the plane basically set, so we're just going to kind of go through our plan here. So I guess like the landing, yeah, we got a vector here we got to worry about. So we'll figure that out once we get there, how to vector that in. But we should be safe. We're gonna take a look quickly at catch and catch. I'm looking like I need to climb to 1500. So I'm just gonna climb. We're gonna climb straight to 38,000 feet. We don't have to really worry about anything. We'll switch this to 38,000 feet. If I can find my darn spin this thing. Spin. Thought I had it. There we go. I thought I had an MSP button. All right, 38,000 feet. And it's looking like I can take off and just get onto the nav right away. So that shouldn't be that difficult to take off. Speed-wise... Oops, not course. Where's my speed? Is that my speed? There we go. Plan for about 230 on takeoff. It might stick, it might not stick, so we'll see what happens, if it sticks or not. So we have our speed set. We get our flight directors on. Set this back to map. And bring this down to 20 miles. That's good to go. All right, so we basically we are set on fuel. Fuel is set. Cargo's being set. We got people getting on the plane, and I'm actually gonna set. I wonder if the I need to get the APU going before I forget all this. APU can come online. I'm going to set the fasten seatbelts to auto, so hopefully they get their butts down. If not, I'll just click that. I can't remember if they're connected or not. APU is coming online. There it goes. APU is up. Pretty empty airport out there today. All right, APU. Not set yet. One of these days, come on. You can do it. There we go. Uno and dos. And then we can head down to FMC. You can release the ground power. Get that off of us. We're going to set this to 38,000 feet before I forget. I don't need people croaking on me in the air. 38,000. Whoa. Then we'll go. That needs to come on. We're going to go into auto. Auto. On. Auto. So now I got some air moving in for the passengers. Then we'll flick that off when we're going to take off. Recirc is on. Then, question of the day. Will, still a little too loud in my book. There you go. Will the lights work? Nope, lights don't work. So I have to do the old-fashioned ways. So, the logo light comes on. It can go off. Wing light come on. This will be set to, okay, it's set to both. So it's good there. All right, so we just gotta get the last 32 people on and we can take off. So yeah, we're basically ready to go. I guess I can show you our flight plan since we're waiting, unless Navigraph decides it doesn't want to connect.
Hi there, we are pretty much ready to go up here. We've got the load sheets on board, so once everyone's on board, please feel free to close the doors and we can get going.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Okay, great. We're almost done.
If I can't get it done the right way, there. Boom. I'll just turn them down halfway and I don't have to worry about them killing ears. So, you can see our flight today. Let's go to world map. So we're going to be taking off for runway 01 out of DC, getting on the Catch 3, hitting Flask, and then the Aussie 1 arrival to Atlanta. So pretty much up and down flights. So we'll probably reach our cruising altitude probably about Lynchburg, and then we'll start descending down to the Aussie 1 arrival. You can get up Aussie 1. Let's see. Show an overlay. 14,000 feet. So I may not even make our climb. I got a feeling. We're not gonna make that. So now we just wait. Wait. Just check one thing on my iPhone before I forget. At least I don't get it. I don't understand why. I was trying to stream on Twitch and it will not do my my stream. So I don't get it. Oh no. Let's turn that down because I have no idea if that is blah blah. Copyrighted. That'd be bad if I did. So, delayed by 8 minutes. Oh, crap. Forgot about that. Captain, secured, not bored. Passengers are in the cruise, not seated. Passengers. I don't care if they're bored. We're going to fly. We're going to get out of here. That's my flight logs. Oh, I do get a little thing. That's pretty cool. Oh. Please close the doors. Doors are closed. I'm going to pull the gate away.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and doors have been closed.
That's great, thank you.
They are closed. Good. Wasn't sure if it's actually going to do them. All right. So now, let us get out of here. Oof. People are not happy with this flight. So we're going to put that over there out of the way and get this bird off the ground. So we're going to connect our tug here.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking, and I'd like to welcome you on board the aircraft. We're running slightly behind schedule, but we should be able to make up the time once we get up in the air. The guys on the ground are loading the final bits of luggage into the aircraft, so I expect us to be on our way very shortly. If you could help the cabin crew by getting yourselves sat comfortably with seatbelts fastened, we should be ready to depart in just a few minutes. For now, though, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and I hope you enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Oh. So we're gonna have to connect this. Gonna have to do one thing before I take off here. We have to remove the chocks, or there will be anger. And then I'm gonna cut the parking brake and start the push. Oops. Okay, it's got set parking brakes. All right, so we are moving. We're getting something very important. Off. Off. Number 2. Engine number 2 is spooling.
Cabin crew, please, arm doors, thank you.
You have to turn him down just a little bit more, I have a feeling. All right, 23. Bring that one to life. They come to a stop right about here.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured. All doors
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
closed.
whoa, whoa,
Right
whoa.
cap.
Whoa.
Okay.
That was new. Never had a plane do that before. Number 1 is spooling up. And we'll put the parking brake on. Parking brake, please. And we'll throw gas to that engine. We have flaps 5 takeoff. So 1, 2, and 5. We go RTO for our brakes. It's still starting up. She is taking her time coming up, that's for sure. Hoofta. There, she's starting up. Be good. All right. So parking brake can come off. So we need to get onto. I guess I should have turned us just a little bit farther. So we'll make this work. So we need to get onto, looks like Bravo Alpha Alpha Echo. Maybe should be good. So it should be Bravo in front of us. I hope. Come on, girl. You can go. The reason this aircraft's shy about moving sometimes. So I'm gonna go taxi light comes on. Switching over to generators and that can come off. Alright. Come on, girl. Right now we're on Bravo. And then we're gonna take a left here onto Alpha, cross the runway. Stay on Alpha onto Echo, and then we'll be on runway 1. All right, so we're gonna turn here. We're gonna cross this runway in front of us. On to the left. There is someone in the distance coming in, but we can greet him. And we continue straight forward. I guess we should have did a little kitty wampus turn there, but we'll be fine. And this will get us on to runway 01. Alright, so again we'll come to a stop. Landing lights come on, runway turn-off lights come on, and we're going to get our strobe set to on and steady.
Take up, please. Thank you.
Good to go there. Use the right buttons what I'm doing here. We be good to go. Let's taxi out here and get out of here. Trim is set. All right. It's time to get out of here. I got to tighten that up. Jeez. All right. Take a break. We're at full. Check. Positive rate. You're coming up.
Positive rate of climb. Flight.
Begin our turn. First set of flaps coming up. Flaps look to be in the green. Turn that down just a wee bit there. All right. Keep cleaning up the aircraft. Why does it sound like I still got gear down? Nope, don't have no gear down. And aircraft is cleaned up. We are climbing 3,500 feet per minute in that ballpark. I'm gonna hand fly this as far as I can, and then we'll have the aircraft take over. Oh, get that nose up. Get that nose up. I'm actually impressed with myself how good I'm keeping this on here. But we're gonna have let's go to 210. Auto throttle, speed N1, flight level change, and autopilot command with LNAV. So, if I did everything correct, we should be on route. Set this to 220. Alright, so landing lights come off. And text light come off. We're good to go, I think. Set this to off. This can be locked. Nope, won't lock. So we'll live without that. Slowly keep bringing our speed up here. Actually gonna do down. It's coming down here. I'm just kind of I should have figured this out before I took off. Perf. Nope. Take off. Okay, that's all set. So I'm not going to get... Nothing I need to worry about. We're fine. A little bouncy out here, but nothing too horrible, I think. Up to 240. Whatever that wind is that I'm hearing, it's kind... I'm not sure what it's all about. Alright, so we'll pop this out to traffic set. Did not set my good old... Here, now that's set. So now we should see traffic, hopefully. Okay, come up 17,000 feet. Something doesn't look right there. You know why? We need some air going into this aircraft. We all are going to die. Come on. Air, please. Turn this off. Uh-oh. That's not natural. That'll never come on. I'm hoping this bleed trip off. My bleed trip is not off. Where? Lead trip off. Reset. Ah, we got air. Woo! Yep, I know. We got air coming. Hopefully that does go away momentarily once we have our pressurized. Start serving some drinks on here. The joys. We'll come outside for a little while. I've already corrected it, machine. Let's figure life out here. Come on. Trying to figure out any way to turn that guy off, make it happy. If I knew, I should have knew better. All right, so we're good. We're no one's gonna die in this flight, so we're climbing up to 38,000 feet. We're climbing a lot faster than I thought we were. So if we go over and look at our map here, we are actually climbing pretty quick. So yeah, because after Ozzy, or after we hit Flask, which should be that dude or star, Ozzy, we need to worry about being at we're landing at runway 6 left, 8 left. So we're landing, looks like, from the west to east, I think that's considered. Okay, so west. So we have to be at 12,000 feet at 250 knots by Ozzy, because we're landing from the west, because we're coming down and going this way. I believe that's what it's supposed to be. So yeah, we'll look at getting ourselves down to 12,000 feet and be at 250 knots by Ozzy at that time. So I thought that'd be a better way of looking at that, but that didn't work. So Ozzy is still a good more than 100, 200 miles out. So we got loads of time before we have to worry about that. I'm just worrying about getting ourselves up to 38,000 feet and figure out life from there. Because we are still climbing, burning through the fuel pretty quick. Still trying to figure out what we're dragging. Speed brakes are up. Yeah, so speed brakes are up, flaps are up. So I'm not dragging nothing, I'm just not sure what that sound is going on back there. But continue our climb. Uh-oh. Where are you? So at the moment, everybody's pretty satisfied. We're about done serving drinks. Everybody has Wi-Fi. Not the world's best Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi nonetheless. We have music playing in the background, which I'm not going to turn up. Crew report. Crew is very busy. Passengers are hungry, so we may serve a meal. I'll see what happens. This is a very short flight. We may have the time to do a meal. And we are late getting out of here, so that's why everybody's not the world's happiest right now. But they should be done momentarily, and then I know they gotta clean up, so I just can't throw them to make food right away, so we'll see what happens. Little thirsty, little thirsty. So we're coming up on... Coming up on 38,000 feet, so we should be leveling off pretty soon. We got a ground speed of 469 at the moment, so she's booking quite on, but we should be powering down the engines, I would think, momentarily. And we can start begin the in-flight meal service, so hopefully that makes them a little bit happier, but we'll see what happens. Altimeter on Simbit World's looks like 1,000 feet off. Yeah, because we're coming up at 38,000 feet right now, and Simbit World shows me at 38,326 feet, so it's a little bit off. But can't do much about it. Coming up to 38,000 feet, and I'm seeing I'm gonna see what speed it gives me, because we are cooking across the ground right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, just to let you know, we've now reached our cruising flight level. We were slightly delayed in taking off, so we are running a little bit behind schedule, but we'll do our best to catch up and see if we can get you to your destination on time as planned. As we come through, make way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisle is clear of any items, and I invite you to please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
I think I can make them just a little bit louder, because I can hardly hear them, but I'm betting you guys didn't hear them at all. So I think 40% should be a good spot for them. And they're at speed at 239. Engines are spooling at about 85%. And we're doing a fuel burn. Pretty good fuel burn. Plus, it doesn't help. We got a headwind coming off of the nose from the right at 55 knots. So we're losing a little speed with that. So take some, you lose some. But I don't see Ozzy on there. That kind of scared. Unless that's Ozzy right there, but let me make sure I have Ozzy on here. Oh yeah, there's Ozzy. So he is still a wee bit away. That's for sure. Alright, so I gotta figure out some music that works with YouTube. I know I have a program that works with Twitch for music, but I don't think it's gonna work for YouTube. Do the same thing, so I don't want to get caught using music and getting reamed by them. So we're gonna stay away from that. So I need to, unless you guys have any ideas on what to use for music, because I would love to have some music going on. Might just take this time to kind of look. And also, I am planning to start a VA. It's going to be called Lazy Air Airlines. So it's going to be based out of Wisconsin at the moment right now. We're going to have some hubs once it gets a little bit more money. Some hubs out of California for Pilot Edge. It will be running both airlines and freight. I think I'm going to start with BizJets. It's like the Phenom, the Longitude, the Bombardier, and work our way up from those. Because I believe I start with 25 million, and I just don't think I can go out and spend it all on one big aircraft. So I think a couple Phenoms, maybe a Kodiak. I think a Kodiak is pretty cool, especially if you're doing cargo. So do some cargos with that. So yeah, I think some turboprops for cargo, maybe a larger turboprop for passengers, but I think a lot of my passengers are going to be on BizJets. and I'm trying to get the balance of running both X-Plane 11 and Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then move over to X-Plane 12 when it comes out. So that's my plans with the airlines. And I got a feeling, so my job's gonna be changing pretty soon. So I'll be going to Elite. So I only have 2 days off a week. So I gotta figure out how to be coherent enough to come home after starting work at 1 o'clock in the morning and do some sims if I work till noon. Because I may put in 10, 12-hour days. So we'll see how coherent I am. Because I'll be having, I think, every Sunday and Monday off. And I would love to stream those days, but I know I will get yelled at if I don't spend one of those days with the family, especially that Sunday. So I'm just gonna have to figure out how to stream and be coherent after running around. But that's not now. It's in the future. Looks like we are getting back to free people being satisfied. We're up to 81% on the peeps. They really like us giving them some food, so hopefully that holds them over. So hopefully we can keep at least an 80% or a high 70s when we get down to the ground. Just chugging along here. I think this would be the Appalachian Mountains around underneath us right now, so pretty cool. Find something that does music that isn't expensive. So I like to find a free one. $15 a month is a little too much for music, I think. God, I'm gonna kill my mic really quick, and I'm gonna fix this because this thing is just moving in an odd way. Yeah, it was a little loose. All right, so no copyright-free music. That's cheap. Jeez, it's getting bouncy up here. Still 55 knots. We're still doing 239. It's giving us a ground speed of 288 or 388 actually. Just can't keep that 38,000 feet. It is bouncy up here, that's for sure. And actually, we're hitting up pretty close to 95% in the satisfaction, so that's pretty cool. That food is really giving them what they want. Love the little manifest we got here. Satisfaction-wise, everybody's getting pretty good. We got 23 P's using Wi-Fi. Got one person sleeping. Everybody's pretty good. They know how to use a toilet. Do I actually have drunk people on here? We have drunks. I guess it says 0, so maybe I don't have drunks. Interesting. Nah, I didn't want to hit that button again. Alright. Alright, so we're coming up on Flask. Look over here. Let's see here. Flask is gotta be 38,000. Says Ozzy down to 27. That's not gonna happen. So we need to be down to 12. So Ozzy, we are still looking at, that's 160. So I guess when we get Ozzy into that 160 area, that's where we need to worry about figuring our descent, because we're still a long way from where we need to start dropping ourselves. And 38,000 feet down to 12. 160 miles, that we should have more than enough time. So I'm actually going to throw that into a calculator, if I can go and find it. Hopefully I didn't screw something up. Let's go to Google. Descent calculator. I have not done the math in a long time in my head, so I can't even think about how to start doing calculations in my head for descent. Alright. Flying of choice. So, if we're at 160 miles away, or at 38,000 feet in the air, our indicated airspeed is 238, and our target altitude is 12,000 feet. We need to be descending at 1,000 feet. So at 160 miles, we begin our descent down at 1,000 feet. So that's how we get that. And that's usually it's a simple, free descent calculator that has never, ever pointed me the wrong way. So yeah, we'll wait till Ozzy's 160 miles, and we begin the long journey down. Now I wish we could do the showcase ones. Better. But I can't get no buttons set up to run it the right way. So we'll just kind of look out this window for a little while, enjoy the flight. I'm actually just might have to pop off the screen so I can work on something quick. And yeah, I'll just enjoy the flight. Enjoy the wing flex. Like, darn you, Mike, you never work when I want you. So, repeating what I just said, we're doing pretty good over this flight. We're at 96%. Can't really go too bad with that. They're pretty happy. Start off the flight late. I think we have no crazy bumps or anything like that, so we should be in the 90s or at least the high 80s for satisfaction when we get there. Yeah, so we're past Flask. So we probably got another 50 nautical miles till we need to start planning our descent. So it's not going to take too long from now. And the last time I've flown into Atlanta was back in, kind of about a year ago. I was on X-Plane, so we'll see what happens there. I had a little issue with AI traffic going into Atlanta, but I don't think we'll have that big of an issue today. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be different once I start getting back on VATSIM, going back to Pilot Edge. I really do miss Pilot Edge, so hopefully down the road, once everything gets in my life a little more situated, a little more under control, and getting the VA going, we'll probably get a hub out there that's going to be small aircraft, maybe some large aircraft, not sure yet. And yeah, that's where I'm going to fly on Pilot Edge. It's going to do probably a good chunk of my streaming. We'll see what happens from there. If I do VATSIM, it's going to be more kind of like everywhere, probably more of the East Coast, maybe some Europe stuff. I'm not for sure. I'm not a big fan of flying in Europe, just because the few things are different. And I just get confused out there a little bit. We'll see what happens. But we're gonna head into the aircraft here. Let me just. Oops. That. Okay, oops. Too far. There we go. So Ozzy, yeah, we're coming up pretty soon. Ozzy will be coming up. Like, I love our top of the center is right at Ozzy. That's definitely not going to happen. So I wonder if I throw Ozzy needs to be at 250 at 1200 on Ozzy. Execute. So now if I go to FMC, so now it kind of changes it. Yeah, brought back the top of the descent to about Tidge, or we want to call that, but our decel point is past Oz, or just past Ozzy, so that's not going to work. So again, we'll just wait for the 160 miles, and we'll start at our 1,000 foot per minute descent, and it should easily and safely get us down to where we need to go. And then we don't have to even throw the seat belts on for the passengers. They can kind of do whatever they want to do. And yeah, I'm kind of liking self-loading cargo. I wish they'd actually, they're not as sophisticated as packs, so I might just go back and forth between these two. I think my next flight, if I do one down the road, probably tomorrow or something, we'll see. That's probably gonna be packs. I'm just so used to that easier. I like the clean look. Like I could probably, let's see. I go here. I think there's an option for transparency. Oh, I gotta restart. But I can actually make that look pretty transparent. So we'll see what happens. I haven't decided what I want to stick with yet. We'll head back up here. Let's continue our little push here. Looks like we do got some cloud coverage coming in. Our METAR by Atlanta shows 090 at 7 knots, 10 statute miles, broken at 34,000 or 3,400 actually. Broken at 1,800, broken at 2,500. So we got some layers to fight through when we're coming down to Atlanta, but it doesn't look like there should be no big issues on landing. The wind's pretty non-existent. 7 knots. We can deal with that. Holy crap! I gotta. This wind is gonna drive me nuts. Oof. I gotta fix that. The wind is gonna drive me nuts. I'm betting it's environment. No. Craft miscellaneous. No, let's bring that, apply it, go back. Nope. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that sound is just. Okay, aircraft engine. So miscellaneous was not what I was looking for. Let's go environment all together. Nope. I almost think it's a Pmdg thing, so I might not be able to get rid of this sound. Which won't be. It's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna turn this down. Let's save back. Okay, that's a little better. So that must have been the air conditioning we must have heard. So I'm gonna just do this now. Let's do cockpit to like 35%. And other fly, go back. Zoom. That's still too much. Way too much. So I can't get rid of everything. But we can get rid of the iron. No, it was cockpit. Let's bring it down to about 10. Environment. I'm just gonna do that too. Oh no, it's got that rain. We want the rain. Let's put that to 20-ish. Also just gonna bring this down to like 10. See if that does anything. That's a lot more. No. It's hard to say if that's any better, because now it sounds like we got a flap out or something, or a speed brake. And it's just, I can't figure out what that sound is. It's just really, really annoying. So I'm betting, and then we know it's not that. No, it's not that. Voices, it's not that. I don't want to lower this anymore because I like the sound of the engines. Oh, it is the engines. The roar of the engines. So that's what that sound is. Makes sense. So what we're going to do. So we're going to go aircraft engines. We're going to put you to 25%. Then I'll have to mess around with it, but that's a lot. It's a that actually is a million times better. I can live with that. I was getting a migraine. It was getting horrible. Now we can hear the people talking in the background, so we actually have some ambience going on, not just the sound of wind. God, I gotta play some DCS too. I've missed DCS. Because I actually got you guys turned down. If I turn you guys all the way back up. Ooh, that's still a little loud. Let's turn that back down to about, like, yeah, -5. That works better. I like it. All right. So we're coming up on Ozzy at 160, so we can start planning our descent. So altitude, We're going to bring that down to 12,000 feet. Let's go. Remember, I have a button for MCP. 12,000 feet. Come on, keep on coming, keep on coming. There we go. 12,000 feet. And we're going to descend at 238 for the speed, which I believe is this one. Nope, that's course. So it has to be that guy. So we'll go 238 for our descent speed. And our IAS will be, if I get to it, will be 1,000. And we're beginning our descent, which I think is actually a pretty good idea to start a descent now. And boom. Oh, it's kind of bouncing. Kind of bouncing. Let's see here if she'll figure life out. Not bad. We can still hear the engines whirling down, so I like that. Okay, descent. Very slow, methodical descent into Atlanta. So we're going to be actually pretty good in the speed. So we should be getting there at 238, so it should still be more than fast enough. And then we'll just kind of clock her up to 250 if we need to, depending on what's going on out there. Traffic-wise, we don't see any traffic at all, so hopefully days like that, I guess. I do want to get a traffic mod for this sim, so I do love traffic. Like seeing other planes in the air and on the tarmac, but they take up a lot of computing power, so I haven't used it, but I know Aerosoft has a program that's actually pretty good, I've heard, so I might look into getting that. We'll see. Yeah, so now it's just the bounciness going down. It looks like we're a little ahead of the game. I think we'll be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, you may have noticed we've begun descending to our destination. We're not expecting any delays, so we should have you on the ground in the next 20 minutes or so. If you could assist the cabin crew by tidying your tray and handing them any litter as they come around, it would be most appreciated. And make sure to fasten your seatbelt. For safety reasons, please turn off all electronic devices or switch on the airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note the aircraft toilets are now out of use. Thank you.
No, can't use the toilets now. And I'm thinking of, if I want to stick with self-loading cargo, the best thing about self-loading cargo is that you can actually make your own announcements like that. And I think I might have to spend the time, maybe get my girlfriend to come and do them. So I think that'd be pretty cool. So I'm actually going to turn him up now, because now since everything is kind of figuring out some sound here, so let's bring him up to 50%. Bite, you can go to 50%. I think I will try and make them in the background just a little bit quieter if I can. I guess that's. I don't want to make them too quiet, because you like having that sound effect of them in the background. But we are descending. We are coming on down, so we'll head to the front again. Let's enjoy this descent down to 12,000 feet. And we are losing satisfaction on 94%, so. I also gotta figure out. Let's just do it on here, since I can. Got two things with Navigraph going, but I can do it on here so I can show you guys what I'm thinking. I gotta plan my landing. So we're looking to land on runway 8 left. So let's head down to here. And approaches 8 left. Arrivals. So once 8 left. Okay, let's do this. Let's go show route. Okay, how did I screw this up already? ATL. There we go. Just want my 8 left. ILS 8 left, which should be this guy. so 8 left. Make sure it's 8 left. 8 left, yes. So my problem is we're not vectored, I think, into the right direction for this. I think we go into vectors and hit bazaar. Okay, so we have bazaar. Bazaar. We do not have this or this, so we're gonna add these guys in after the vector. So let's see if this works. GAA AJI or IJ. Nope. So my JA, is that a JJ? Oh, it's a JJ. Okay, so do JJ. Bazaar will go there. Execute that. Then we're gonna go L. See if it works here. LAR IJ? I think it's LRIJ? No, it's LRII. And JJ. Okay, so now I want to see here what that looks like. So let's come down here. Let's head to plan. I'm gonna zoom this puppy in. Okay, so that does bring us. Okay, perfect. So we'll hit Sneeve. We'll come around the Lari. Come on down. Okay, so for Lari, neck up, please. Thank you. We need to be down to 5,000 feet. So we'll hit 12,000 feet and start our slow descent down to 5,000 feet for Lari. So we are, I believe, really set because that gets us in a right, perfect turn and into their airport. So I have no problem with that. That actually works out pretty well. And Aussie, we're going to be early in Aussie, it looks like. I don't even see Aussie. Where the frick are you, Aussie? I think it's right here. It's right there. So I guess being a little early is not too bad. We can fluctuate. We can futz with that as we're coming down. So that. So we surely have no issue on this landing unless some AI traffic gets in the way. I like flying with. I liked flying with real people, like random, but people just gotta. I know it's a game. People want to do weird things. When you start seeing like a 747 like landing inverted, it just throws realism out. Or I don't know. People have fun. They do their own thing. But I like having a little realism, a little seriousness to the flight. But everybody's allowed to do their own thing, so I'm not too worried. But for my viewing pleasure, I like seeing stuff done the right way. Alright, so we're still continuing down. We're going to be crossing down to 29,000 feet pretty soon. So yeah, gentle descent down. It seems a lot more tame on the outside since I turned those sounds down. Gotta fix my Discord. I think I'm just gonna totally reset my Discord. So I think I want to set my Discord for getting it set up for the VA. So yeah, we'll get some rooms set up for that. Not sure if I want to set up a website for the VA yet. I guess it depends how far I get with it. We'll see. It might just be me the entire time. You never know. But I'm planning to put a lot more time and effort into this. When I first was streaming, I didn't put really that much time and effort into it. And I enjoyed it, but I think I got burnt out doing certain things. I think jumping from game to game. I think I just need to stick with one genre, and I think that's going to be flight simming. So we're going between flight sims like X-Plane, MSF, and then doing like DCS and stuff like that. Because I used to jump between flight simming, American Truck Simulator, War Thunder, all types of stuff. Like I do want to throw like like when Kerbal 2 comes out, I'm streaming that. I love Kerbal. I love anything space-wise. So I probably will throw Kerbal in there. But I guess that's probably the only thing, because driving on Truck Sim is fun, but it's just, I think that's what is burning me out, because then I became a truck driver, and that really screwed with my head really bad. Because when I drove for rail, yeah, it's a full of lies. If you can find a good company to drive with, stick with it. Read everything, and when you sign your life away, know that it's not, unless you have no life, no family, no nothing. Truck driving is hard. Very, very, very hard. Your job isn't hard, it's just being away from your family is hard, and I couldn't do it. I could not spend the weeks away from the family like I did for training. Like, I'm glad I have my CDL. I can do it for other things around here, make not as much money. But, yeah, when I had to spend weeks and weeks away from the family I was training, I was miserable. And that's probably why I was having a hard time doing the job, because I was just absolute miserable. And then at the end, when I was about to be finished training, they go and tell me my contract got canceled, and they're going to have me sign a new one where I have to be on the road for 6 months at a time. And took away my home daily. I couldn't do it. So truck driving is a very sour taste in my mouth right now. I think that's what really burnt me out, and I took a long, almost a year break from streaming, because I just didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to. It was too much, and my life wasn't there where I should be. Now it feels a lot better since I'm back at my old job. Back at Frito-Lay. Alright, so Ozzy, we are coming. Looks like we're going to be early. So let's see here. What can we do to fix this situation? So technically, we need to slow ourselves down on the descent. So we're dropping pretty quick. So let's go down about 800, see what that does for us. Fluctuating big time, that's for sure. I'm liking that a little better. Because Ozzy, I think Ozzy's right in that decel point. Yeah, it's right there. Right in that decel point. Yeah, because Ozzy's right after Willing. Yep, so it's right there. So I think we're in a better place right now. And we're getting close to some layer of clouds. We're at 24,000 feet. I thought we were a little bit lower, so I'm not going to plan on getting the altimeter set just yet. We're getting there. I pray the sim does not crash when we're going in, but for a new sim, not new, not more, it doesn't crash. P3D crashed a lot. X-Plane 11, not as much as it did since I took a lot of the mods out, but she runs pretty smooth. I was hoping X-Plane 12 takes a lot of those bugs out so it doesn't crash as much. Speaking of X-Plane 12, when does it come out? I want to know. Really just sign up for the beta if they have an open beta yet. So, X-Plan 11 open beta at the end of July 2022. Okay. I like that. So now I need to be looking out for a open beta at the end of July. So I'm getting excited. That's for sure. If I have an open beta coming out, oof, they're not that far away. Still sitting at 92% satisfaction, so not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna be under 90 by the time we get there, so it's not gonna be too horrible. If I can get her down without no crazy ass landings, be fine. I really should check out Atlanta here and see where I need to come off. So let's go back into you. And we're looking at Atlanta, whenever you pop on here. It's one of the few things I need to check before I get to the airport is when I get there, I'm landing on 8 left. So we're coming in and coming here. That is for cargo, which we are not going to. So if we can land and get off at Charlie or Delta, we can cross and get into the that's Delta, so we don't go there. Down here, somewhere on the concourse, down here somewhere. So when we're landing, 8 left. Aim for Charlie and Delta to take a right-hand turn. So that's what we're looking for landing. Then we just got to cross, get on Charlie, Delta, Foxtrot. Yeah, we should be good. Everything to the right. Your ground speed is still at 331. 287 toward indicated airspeed. I'm almost tempted to bump us up to 250 just to get us there a little bit quicker, but not sure if I want to do that or not. We seem to be doing good. We are under 80 miles, so we're getting close to probably in that 60-mile area for Aussie. And after Aussie, it's going to be pretty interesting to get ourselves down to Larry at 5,000. And hopefully we can get on the ILS. That'll help us get to the ground so much easier. Oh, should start looking at is the FMC here. Index, approach. So we're going to do flaps 30. That's all set up. So we're landing at about 130, so I'm going to add another 10 on stats between 140. So aim for 140, at least is at 130. At flaps 30. Okay, so that's set, so I don't forget that. Like, probably a lot of the clouds is going to be kind of burnt off by the time we get over there, because it looks like we're going to cross over this bank of clouds, and METAR over at Atlanta still showing 7 knots, 090, broken at 34,000, broken at 8,000, broken at, what was that, broken at 8,000? Oh no, broken at 1800 and then broken at 2500. Couldn't see that one very well. Yeah, I think I'm a bunk speed up. I feel like I'm going very, very slow. I got the gas to play with it. I am speed. Then that's gonna put us right at the correct speed we need to be at. Unless this really throws off our descent. Which I hope not. To make sure some of our sounds and FS Realistic was set. We don't want no craziness sounds, especially with ground. This ground effect sound gets a little bit chaotic in the ears. I think once we get to Ozzy, we'll throw her down to like 245, so we stay below 250. Because right now it says 251 Simbit World, so it's 250, but it's kind of too close for my comfort because I don't want to get in trouble for speeding. We finally do see some traffic in front of us on our FMC here. So we see, looks like two planes that are 1,300 feet above us. Uno and dos. I think they're both above us at 1,300 feet. They're still way above us. I don't know if I'll even see them up there or not. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of traffic coming into Atlanta pretty soon. Guess we can see if we can get some of these. Wish there's a... Oh, that's... Okay. Note self. If I want to do the showcase cameras, put them in there like so they don't jump outside. I like that. And if anybody knows how to do the showcase cameras better, because I cannot get a button selection actually work for them, ever. I would love to know how to make that work. Turning that one thing down, we actually can hear the engines really well right here. So as they're spooling down, that's nice. I love that bassiness to them. Making sure. Oh, we lost all the clouds over here. What the heck? There we go. What's one do? I just love the look of the wing, the windows in here with the clouds. It looks so nice. Could turn up the cloud textures, but I like my frames. May have a 2080 Super, but still it struggles a lot. But I do need to update my computer with a lot of stuff. Like Needs a new CPU. Definitely needs a new water cooler, because I think the pump is probably getting to its age and it needs a new pump. So I need to spend money on a new CPU if I can get one for my computer, because my computer is at least 5 to 6 years old. New cooler, CPU, GPU. We'll wait till the prices come down, because I was thinking about getting a 3080, but I need to spend the money on a new CPU first. I think that'll actually probably fix a lot of my bottleneck issues. And a new cooler. That's in the near future. Very near future is getting those replaced. I have a feeling, please, I don't screw it up. That's one thing I hate with... When I build computers, the CPU is the thing I worry about putting in every single time, because I'm always afraid if I'm going to break it or not. I hate putting CPUs in. So I might actually have to employ my brother. He's a lot braver. I can put everything else together. It's just CPU. I'm not brave. I'm always afraid pushing that in, clipping it. Do I bend the pin and then just be fucked? Excuse my language. Screwed. All right, 250. You're coming down to 15,000 feet. So we are getting close to our altitude of 1,200 feet, and we'll start bringing our speed down. Engine's getting real bassy. Like it. I have too many phones. Work phones and personal phones. Too many phones to worry about. Ignore that from work. Alright, let's head back to the cockpit. It's fun out here with the peeps. Yep. Coming up to 12,000 feet pretty soon. We need to get our altimeter in, which is 3022, which I totally forgot to do. 30. Aren't you moving? 3022. Nope, no. 3022. Boom. There we go. So now we are set with the altimeter. Still coming down at 250. Aussie. Pop that in just a little bit closer. We are getting there a little bit late. So I'm going to bring our VS down just a little bit more. Let's head to about... I'm feeling... Let's go 600. See what that does for us. Looks like that's going to get us there a little bit where we need to be. Yeah. I think that METAR is a little bit old. It's clear as a button out here. Clear as day. Clear as mud. Whatever you want to call it. It's clear. So once we get to 12,000 feet, we'll start planning our descent down to Lari. Keep an eye out for the airport and get our butt on the ground. That's for sure. Currently down to 89% on our peeps happiness. So almost debating on throwing another thing of hot drinks out there, but I think we're not going to be enough time for that. No medical issues, no ground tech reports. Excellent flight. Expected at 38 minutes, so I think we should be good. Actually, I'm probably gonna get there in time. I think we actually made some pretty good time. They're not enjoying this at all. Wi-Fi is slow. Flying. These people can't make up their mind what they want. So, let's see here. Let's see. Using the Wi-Fi. Let's see. Satisfaction. Yeah, we're getting some people who are not happy. Their anxiety is getting kind of high. I'm thinking that's because of the turbulence is getting them pretty high. So I might just have to start putting people into their seats. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to start putting people in their seats because I think that's our issue. We're getting a little bouncy and they're not liking it. Anxiety, health. Ooh, why we got people that are not healthy? They're just not. Slightly confused why their health is going down. Please don't die. Thirst. Everybody's good on thirst. Hunger. Everybody's good on hunger. Everybody's used the toilet, so I think it's just more the airplanes bouncing around. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw everybody in their seat. Please. Do this. Or not. Turn this to auto. Okay. But I can't get into their seats. That's happening. So I'll keep an eye on this over here. Hopefully, we can get the guy, put everybody in their seats, because I don't want anybody getting thrown around the plane like a freaking hacky sack. Cause that'll end bad, because I've had that where people have gotten hurt. Even crews got hurt because of this thing. But we are coming in. You can see on here, Larry is all the way over here, so that's where we get down to 5,000 feet. So I'm thinking by clear, we can begin our descent down to 5,000 feet. Doing it right now would be a little bit premature. And then from clear, we can start configuring our flaps, getting our speed down where it needs to be. So yeah, unless I shouldn't say this without looking at Navigraph. So let's look at Navigraph really quick, because I could be totally wrong, and we need to be down a lot sooner than we think we should be. So Atlanta, we're looking at the Aussie 1. Throw it over, please, sir. Display it. Thank you. And okay, so we need to be 99,000. Harry, don't have to worry about. Jerry, don't have to worry about. So no, we don't have to be nothing crazy until Larry at 5,000. So life is good. Welcome to 12,000 feet, everybody. We have made it to Ozzy, so now we're going to hold 12,000 feet until Kiri, and then Kiri, when we begin our descent down to, actually start planning it out right now. We're still cooking speed pretty fast, so altitude, we're going to start planning down to 5,000 feet. I'm not going to set our VS right now because that's going to cause us to go into VS mode, which I'll get it set to it right now. And then we'll just, once we hit about 11,000 feet, bring us down to 240. And then begin our controlled descent down to Atlanta. Can we please get in our seats now? Wish we could get our people in our seats. I don't know if there's a button I'm missing, or see, this is where I don't think self-loading cargo is updated for all this new aircraft. So I'm thinking this right here is screwing with self-loading cargo. So I hope and pray it does not cause me to lose too many points. Still doing about 305 for ground speed. Still doing about 305 knots above over the ground. So we're still cooking around pretty quick. Can I bring this down a little bit? Oh yeah, we can. Boys and joys. So we got a little time. We got less than 20 miles towards Cleary, so we can go outside and take a look, see at our showcase cameras. Love the engine views. I don't know why. Keep an eye on Navigraph here as we're making our turn towards Cleary. We're Kiri, I don't know how you pronounce that. Atlanta. I think it is the busiest airport in the United States, next to O'Hare and San Francisco. And JFK. I think of the busy ones, the busiest ones I can think of. Most airports I've flown, I can't be like my brother who's flown all over the world. I think the busiest airport I've flown out personally is Minneapolis. So yeah, he's done like Korea, Singapore, all that stuff. So he's done some crazy stuff. Poland. All right. Can't move my mouse around in here. That's cool. That's looking the same. This one's the other one. That is a thick wing. That's all I can say. I wouldn't be a fan. Like, would hate this seat. Like, personally, like I would love. This would be my bread and butter seat. I want to be having. Oh shoot! Come back. Frames are gone. Never click that button or you lose so many frames. This is my bread and butter seat. I would love. When I was flying, this is a seat I was always trying to get. Booking it online at every airport, every plane I had to be on it. It's the seat I want to book. We need to get back into the cockpit because we got stuff happening quick. So we are 6 miles out of clear. Or clear. I don't pronounce that. What time is it going on in real? What's the real time going on right now? 1 o'clock my time. So, yeah, this will be our only flight today. Hopefully, you know, I'd love to get 2 flights in a day, but I just don't have much time in my life to do that. So, if I can do 1 flight a day, 2 hours a stream, like multiple times, I think that'd be fine. So, once we make our turn, get ourselves set up on our VS. We'll get our We'll get our airspeed down to 240. There we go. So, we get our descent down. Let's go 500 right now. See what that does for us. This can go down to 240. And let's check out our VS. Is 500 not enough? Let's bring us down to 1,000. See if that does anything different. There it is. So yeah, we got to drop about 1,000 per minute, which isn't horrible. I'm worried about our speed. Okay, we are coming down. We're at 247. That actually is not horrible, because that should be fine for our descent down. So we should be able to, yeah, we're bringing it down, so that's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna set this probably to a 3, just to accommodate our trying to get off at Charlie and Delta in the middle of the runway. Airport is currently going to be coming off on our left here. We can see it. Not sure if we can or not. We will see. Up the glass. We're at 240, which is good. We're doing good on our descent. Even if we're like at stream, making our turn onto 5,000. Was it 5,000? Yeah, 5,000. I'd rather be ahead of the game than behind the game. There's the airport, looks like. Yep, there's good old Atlanta. Actually, quite a tight turn we're gonna be making in this, so hopefully we can get these people in their seats. No, I don't want them in their seats. That's getting kind of scary because I'm going to be making that. I'm not. That's a 30-degree bank. I'm not going to flip that. So I'm probably going to have people that are going to get hurt, which is going to suck. It is what it is. All right, 9,000 feet. Line lights, come on. Turn these guys on. Get ahead of the game now. Yay! It works! So they're connected. Oh, come on. They're connected with the lights. I wonder if I can actually change that. Sorry for the dings on their brain. Sorry. Let's see if there's anything I can switch that, which I don't think I can. So at least they're getting in their seats. They're all secured, so it makes me happy. Now I don't have to worry about them flying out of their seats. Now I just gotta wait for my crew here to get in their seats. Come on. Toilets are locked and toilets are inaccessible, so if you need to go to the bathroom, you are holding it till you get to the gate. We do have some traffic out there. We do have
Please take your seats for landing. Thank you.
do have somebody who is 1,800 feet below me. We got another guy coming in 2,200 feet above me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you might have noticed, we did in fact abort our landing attempt just there. We decided it would be safer to try and circle around to try again. Hopefully the winds will be on our favour a little bit more this time, and we'll get you safely on the ground as soon as possible. So in the meantime, if you could just keep your belts fastened, and we'll make another attempt in a few moments. Thank you.
Whatever you say, sir. I didn't do that, but I'm going to start dropping some flaps here. So let's go flaps 1. If it'll do it. Okay, flaps 1 is set. I'm actually going to get this set to IAS. So we're going to start dropping our speed when we need to. Actually, I might just drop it a little bit here. Let's go 235. Just for safety for our flaps here. We're set for 3 on the auto brake. We're good there. We have lights set. Fuel's looking good. We'll drop our gear once we make our turn off of Larry. So yeah, we're doing good. I don't think no one's coming into 8 left the way it looks like on the screen here. I could be wrong. This guy this one right here kind of, because he's slowly dropping. So I almost have a feeling, so is he dropping, but he's a little bit goofy. Still dropping. He's still dropping. So these two right here could be coming in to land at 8 left. I'm not for sure. But we'll see what happens. This could get pretty dicey when we're coming into here. Don't know. I don't know. But if he does, I think he should beat us coming in. That guy could be an issue. We'll see where he's going. If I make it the Sieve, and because he should be passed. In reality, he should be passed. It's that guy back there that scares me. We're still descending. Let's get this to 230. Two. Still coming down. 5,000 feet coming up, so it'll be early, so we're flying a little level. So yeah, he's coming in. So he's for sure going to 8 left. I bet he should be going 8 left, but I think we should make our turn and beat him, and he'll fly right over us. But God, he's going slow now. So I'm hoping he picks up his pace and gets there. Come on, AI. You got to get there before me. Drop this down to 225. 220. Keep bringing our speed down as we come down. Do all that good stuff. Lights are set. It's all good. Okay, so we're making our turn. He's still descending. So this could get a little dicey coming in here. Oh, flaps 10. Flaps 5, my bad. I was a little ahead of myself there. Come on, girl. You can do it. We're at 5,000 feet by Larry. One thing I should have checked before I get here is, oh my god, I didn't check where I need to be for. Wrong airport. Wrong airport. Atlanta. Atlanta. On the charts. Approach. Okay, now we're ahead of him. Need to be down to 3,000 feet by. So let's get this set up here quick. 1,000. Yes. Down. There's the flaps. Oh. Stop, 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 stop. This come down to 200. Now we should be getting on to an ILS. Have airport in front of me. Not sure if we are on the ILS. Waiting for this to pop up. Okay, so we're doing good on our descent. Somehow that turned off our weirdly turned off our autopilot. I don't know why. I was way under speed for it not to yell at me for my air. Now it's yelling at me. Darn machine. VOR. Approach. Alright, so now we are hunky-dory on our ILS. $160. Going down to 160. Set of flaps down at 25. Oh, went straight to 30. Bring down to 155. get my feet on the rudders here. Because then I'm going to drop it to 140. And that's where I'm going to leave it until I pop off the auto throttle.
2,500.
Roger that. So we are full flaps configured. Gear is down. Speed is set at 155. And she is loud. Feels like I'm a little bit low and late to the party, but... Okay, so okay, the approach is going. And we are off. Our VO, we are way... The shows we're on. I am slightly confused. Navigraph shows I am on, but this shows I am off. This shows I am on. I'm a wee bit confused on what's going on here. That's a little odd. And we are not following the approach, are we? So we're on 8 left. This is 8 left. We are on 8 left. Okay. Our aircraft is no longer following approach. So I have taken control of the aircraft. We are on 8 left. That is for sure. No doubts about that, but wants us to go on 8 right now. What? There's no one next to us. We're going to sidestep over to 8 right. I think that's where we're supposed to be. So we're going to sidestep over. Okay, keep an eye on our speed. I was going to follow what the aircraft wanted to do. Because we are not where we're supposed to be. Alright, Mr. Pmdg, you have totally clusterfucked right now.
1,000.
I don't know why and how
Traffic.
this aircraft has done something weird. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna have to go back and see where this where it wanted me to land, because it is now, yeah, goofy as all heck. That's for sure. Get too slow now. We're high. Frames.
300.
This is I don't want to land in Atlanta. Oh boy, frames. I could use some more frames.
Glide slope. 100.
Sync rate.
30.
Plane.
20. 10.
I think you can do better than that.
Yeah, that was horrible. Frames were not there. That landing frames were not there. Alright, so I had a 294-foot landing, so that was not one of my best. flaps back up. So I'm not sure why the approach and everything was not connecting with the ILS or anything like that, so that's kind of scary. So that's something that I need to research and see why that was happening. I don't know if there's a conflict of something going on, if glide slope or self-loading cargo is causing that to happen. I'm not for sure. I wouldn't think so, but you never know. But yeah, so we're going to taxi back to one of these lovely places and call it a flight. Get everybody off the plane and see how bad I did. But we are currently at 74% satisfaction, so a lot lower than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. Get that reset. Flaps are up, speed brakes are reset, so not the world's best flight. I'm thinking I'm gonna stay away from like large, like these. This airport must have took me down to at least. I didn't have anything going to read frames, but I must have been under 15 frames per second per landing. Because once I crossed that, I was getting close to the threshold. It started just bogging down. It might not look too bad on your guys' screen, but I was bogged. I could not. I was kind of planning ahead how I was going to land. It was horrible. So we'll get ourselves to the gate here, and we'll call it a flight. Got the APU running so I can park her up and be in good shape. I think we'll just turn off here pretty soon. Take the first one we find. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Hope you guys stayed by. If not, you guys have your own lives. Do what you want to watch. If you did stay and watch, thank you. Appreciate it. I think this is all Delta. I think this is supposed to be all Delta up here, but we're gonna go park where Delta is today because we're Southwest. We can do whatever we want. Looks like a GA plane taxing out. Guess we'll have to miss him. That propeller is trippy. It's just saying our APU is up and running. Come back here. Come on. Get back to where you need to be. You're drifting. There we go. Stop drifting. Stop drifting. Yeah, at slower speeds, I don't know if it's my rudder setup or just the plane. It starts drifting really bad at slow speeds. At high speeds, I can hold her straight on the yellow line, but slow speeds, she starts drifting. So we got someone in landing here. Should we grade the AI landing? Probably a lot better than mine. He's got no landing gear down. He's gonna smack it. Smack it. Oh, damn, he does have landing gear down. Oosh. Smack. Probably was better than my flight. My landing anyway. Yeah. I just want to get going. Alright, so we're going to turn down this way, find a nice parking spot, and call it a day. Alright, who do we want? Who do we want? Oh, well, that's a cargo, so we don't want to go there. That'll be a little goofy. You know, we're gonna cut. We're gonna cut straight over. Yep, so line ourselves up here. darn mic was itching my whiskers. All right, so come back. Power come back. Keep ourselves in a line. Kind of in a line. And I like it right about there. Alright, so brakes off. Parking brake is set. And we'll switch over to APU. And taxi light comes off. I didn't turn the strobes off, did I? No, I didn't. Strobes come off, anti-collision comes off, wing light comes off, logo comes off, and engines 2 and 1 are dead. And we can connect.
Cabin crew, disarm doors, please.
Connect the gate.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open doors. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, I hope you enjoyed your flight with us today. On behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, we wish you a safe and pleasant journey from the airport and hope to see you again soon. Thanks for flying with us.
And that is our flight. So we have a 76% satisfaction. We landed at 294, which is not horrible, but not good. Like the plane's still flyable. I didn't wreck nothing. Yeah, I think if the frames didn't bog down my side, I think I probably could have floated her down a lot easier, but I pulled back on the stick on the yoke a little too hard and kind of brought her down to for a quick landing. So yeah, we'll get them off. We'll look at our stuff, but we can actually submit the flight here because we're done with this one. So let's see how bad we did here. All right, so it ever shows it, or not. Back to logbook. %. Oh my. So we failed the beacon light on. So I forgot to turn the beacon light on. So I didn't have the beacon light on. So I passed everything else except for the beacon light and the navigation light for taxi, and I don't know why they weren't on, but I guess they weren't. But we landed. Yep, 294 landing rate, so they jive. And everything looked good. So we made it on time. Good flight, hour and a half flight. Landing G-force of 1.28. So yeah. Can't think of anything else that really was bad. That's one of my best ones I've had, a 97%. So that's good. We made keep it above that area. We can get something better, like go to Delta or something like that. But we're gonna stick with Southwest. They're currently vacuuming the airport, so airplanes. So we're gonna turn that down. Let them vacuum that plane. So, yeah, let's take a look at our report here. So I'm gonna close that one out. We're gonna look at this report, see what it says, if it does any change at all. So we had a pilot. We had a graded A. So firm landing was an excellent flight. You communicated effectively with the cabin crew during critical phases. Landing is a little bit firm, but certainly within comfort limits of the passengers. So yeah, so my flare was a little bit horrible. So I was landing and I kind of pulled back on the yoke too hard, and that flared because I wasn't for sure where I was. So we did pretty good. We had a delayed flight. Really, my airmanship was real good. So maximum G-force is 1.34. Minimum was 0.7, and no more than a 30-degree bank. No more than a 24. Well, you didn't turn to the right that much. There was a lot of left-hand turns. Didn't pitch that much. So yeah, overall, we had a really good flight. This is where I like self-loading cargo a lot better, just because makes you feel like you've done more than pack X. And then we're still, technically my flight is still going because we're still unloading the cargo. We have 45 items, so in 3 minutes we'll be set to go. But I'm not gonna let you guys sit through that. I'm actually going to kick you guys out and call this a stream. I've been on live for 2 hours. I haven't done a YouTube stream. Hopefully this YouTube stream does not get, for some reason, cut, because last time I did a stream I didn't say nothing about promos or advertising, and I got dinged by YouTube for that, and that ticked me off. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But thank you guys for stopping by. I'll try and stream a little bit more. I'm gonna see why my Twitch was being goofy. Maybe I got banned. I don't know why. I still can stream. I don't know what's going on there. So you guys all have a straight day. Not a straight day, a good day. Probably won't be on until after the 4th, I have a feeling, but if I am, if not, you guys all enjoy the 4th, be safe, do fun stuff, but be safe about doing it, and yeah, have a good day, and I will catch you guys later, and yeah, I'll start the virtual airline pretty soon, and I'll have fun with that. But again, thank you guys for stopping by, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.